Good evening and happy Friday as we welcome you back to the Convocation Center here in Athens, Ohio for tonight's Division V Regional Semifinal matchup between the Minford Falcons and the Garaway Pirates. Along with John Bruce, my name is Dewey Daly as we welcome you into tonight's coverage. John, a trip to this Sunday's Elite Eight is on the line here tonight, and hopefully both of the contests here tonight similar in any way to that first game we had last night between Union and River Valley.
That was about as good of a game as you could have asked for. I guess maybe it could have gone another 4 minutes after, but it was overtime. It ends up being a 1-point win for River Valley, but an instant classic here at the Convo. And, you know, we want the local teams to win when possible, but either way, no matter what happened, that game last night was just, once again, an instant classic. 5 lead changes, 5 ties, back and forth throughout, and just overall, just a really good high school basketball game, which is what you want to see at this stage of the tournament. The nightcap last night was not the same. So it was a 30-point game last night with Maysville winning that one. But I think we've got teams that are pretty well matched, and if nothing else, we've got some flat-out studs on both sides. You've got the all-time leading scorer in Minford history in Miles Montgomery, over 2,000 career points. And then also you have Bennett Kaiser, who is – both of them have a chance to be first-team All-Ohio, and this year it doesn't happen very often, especially in public schools, but it wouldn't surprise me if both of them are on the first 3 teams for All-Ohio because of just how outstanding both players are. Bennett Kaiser over 1,000 career points, but at times he's been their best players. It's pretty nice to have that where you have a 2,000 career point scorer and he may not be your best player on a certain night. But there are nights when he is because just how outstanding those two are. And then you've also got Jackson Shoemaker, Cade Glockner, Ashton Reeder, and Curtis Glenn, who's coming on as well for this Minford team, who's only lost the 1 game. And then for Garaway, you got Blaine Raber, who had a 47-point game at one point this season, had 27 points in their district championship win. And just is a 1,000 per career scorer as well. So just overall outstanding players on both sides. Should be a really fun matchup here to kick us off tonight.
And John, you mentioned Montgomery and Kaiser, potentially the possibility of both being first-team All-Ohioans. Both of them co-district player of the years in Division 14 in Division 5. You mentioned Raber, a first-team all-district selection out of the East. So a lot of star talent here tonight.
Yeah, some really talented players. And this is a Garaway program that for a long time has been outstanding out of the East. They've gotten to the Final Four on multiple occasions. And that's what Minford wants to get to. Minford has been knocking on the door the last couple of seasons, losing both times in the district championship game to North Adams, a team they had beaten in the regular season both years. This year, they beat North Adams by 39, and they don't look back at all on their way to a district championship, a 9-point win over a very good, a 20-win team out of Zane Trace. So it's a team that they have seen what they've tripped up on before, and they are looking one team in front of them. They're not looking beyond that. One team is all they're looking at, and that is why they are 23-1 at this point.
And John, you mentioned the district title win last Friday over Zane Trace for Minford, their first district title since 1995. It's their first time back in the regional tournament in 30 years. Now, they've advanced to the regional tournament 4 times overall. This will be the 4th time here tonight. In their past 3, they've lost in the semis twice, advanced to the final once, but they've never captured a regional final championship. We'll see if they can get it done here tonight and advance to that regional final this Sunday.
Yeah, the last time they were there, they lost in overtime to a Wheelersburg team that they had split with that season in 1995, so it's been quite a long time since they've been there. Man, it's, I think it's going to be worth the wait for Minford, but if they come out and are not ready to play, this is a Garaway team that has the star power in Raber, but also a player like a Bronson Speedy that can help carry them as well. And just overall, Minford's got to be ready to go, or else it could be a quick exit here from the Convo.
And John, of course, this Minford-Garaway matchup, the first of 2 Division V Regional Semifinals here tonight. We will have both brought to you live here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health. Chesapeake and Martins Ferry coming up in the nightcap here tonight. It'll be you and Carson Francis on the call for that one. What can you tell us about those 2 teams and what that potential matchup would be this Sunday for either of the teams playing here in the first game tonight?
Well, Martins Ferry came through with a very difficult schedule throughout the season. Came in at 11-11, or came in under 500 to the tournament at 13-11 now. And Chesapeake was undefeated for quite a long time throughout the season. Had a couple of losses late in the season, but man, they are a very good team. Maddox Kazee is a outstanding player for the Panthers. They're a well-coached team. They do a lot of things really well, and they're not going to play at a pace that isn't their pace. They're going to play at their pace. They're going to try to make Martins Ferry play that little bit slower pace, but also they can really shoot it. If they end up stretching the floor, they have a good inside-out game. I think that's going to be a really, really purple matchup between the Purple Panthers of Chesapeake and the Purple Riders of Martins Ferry.
And, John, one thing we touched on right before tip-off last night was whether we thought it was going to be a shootout or a defensive battle. What are you forecasting here tonight between Minford and Garaway?
This is a big one. Like, Minford wants to get it into a faster pace. Minford is the fast pace. Garaway will slow it down. They can play whatever pace. But if Garaway gets up in the fourth quarter with about 4 minutes left to go, they will not shoot. They will spread it out. They will go 4 corners, and they will slow it down. So Minford wants to get that pace up. If Minford can get that pace up, I like their chances in this game. But if Garaway can get that slow down pace, that's going to make it a long night, probably both literally and figuratively for Minford. But I think Minford can get them out, speed them up a little bit, and make things a little bit more uncomfortable.
All righty, Division V Regional Semifinal trip to this Sunday's Elite 8 on the line tonight. Falcons and Pirates coming up next here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Now here's a little Wendy's menu hack for you. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, just tell them you want a hamburger. And then they'll give you one right off the grill. Made for you, not waiting on you. No code words required. Every single hamburger, every single time. Okay, so that's not really a menu hack. When it's made fresh every time, gotta be Wendy's.
Running a guard, a sophomore, 5'10", number 5, Ashton Reeder. Your senior guard at 5'10", he's number 10. He is the field general, Miles Montgomery. At 4, standing 6'4", your senior, number 34, Jackson Shoemaker.
Road Blues tonight for the Garaway Pirates under head coach Terry Rowe. We Bennett Wallach, Blaine Raber, Bronson Speedy, Brady Geibel, and Chet Troyer. Home whites tonight for the Minford Falcons, head coach Josh Shoemaker, Cade Glockner, Miles Montgomery, Ashton Reeder, Jackson Shoemaker, and Bennett Kaiser.
A really good officiating crew tonight. Jose Davis, Colin DeSantis, and Don Griffin.
Tonight's contest is brought to you locally in part by Carver Chiropractic. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, call Carver Chiropractic in Minford, Ohio at 740-935-0833 to get to the underlying cause of your problem and to get your life back. It'll be the Falcons to get things going here tonight. Trip to this Sunday's Elite Eight on the line here at the Convo. Is Montgomery along the baseline. Now Glockner hesitant on the corner 3. Bennett Kaiser now drives down low. Kaiser through contact, can't finish. Garaway basketball.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cade Glockner's got to take in the corner. Little too hesitant on that, and that's going to be a shot they're going to leave him with if he doesn't shoot it with confidence.
So Blaine Raber will walk it up for the Pirates. And Raber turns it over. Montgomery now on the run out, loose with the basketball, out of bounds. The Pirates take back over.
It gets a steal and then turns it over on the way up. Got to get those hands dried off just to make sure. Turnover for each team.
Live into the half court, scooped up by Shoemaker. Back-to-back turnovers for Garaway.
Not the prettiest first minute of play. They'll be all right.
60 seconds down, both teams still scoreless here in the first. Shoemaker off the screen, running hook shot falls for the senior.
Yeah, good work there by Jackson Shoemaker. Very light on his feet despite his size. Does a nice job getting across the paint and making the floater.
Raber now, a short corner jumper won't go, but an offensive rebound for Geibel. As the Pirates still looking for their first points here tonight. Wallach from about 10 feet out. Can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound for Troyer. Troyer on the deck out to Raber. Now Raber lost it, and it's picked up by Montgomery. Montgomery now, his second run out, this time able to finish.
Yeah, good work there by Montgomery. And a great start for Minford, even with their one turnover.
The Pirates now, I believe, with 3 turnovers to begin the first quarter. Is Wallach a right-handed runner off the mark? Long rebound for Blaine Raber. Raber now fires a 3, but can't connect. Kaiser brings it down for Minford. Kaiser now crossover inside with the right hand, can't finish. Raber the rebound, Speedy up the near side for Garaway. Speedy down low through contact, can't drop it in, but Raber the offensive rebound, put back, counted and one. Finishing inside, not the prettiest so far for Garaway, but the offensive rebounds have been there for the Pirates.
Yeah, just kind of putting it up off the glass. Got away with a couple steps in there as well, but good work by Raber getting the rebound and finishing. I didn't see who the foul was on, and it's not updated up there. So
Ashton Reeder picking up the foul for the Falcons. Curtis Glenn checks in. Raber unable to convert the three-point play. Montgomery on the drive out to Shoemaker. He fires from three and connects. Jackson Shoemaker from downtown.
It's big anytime Jackson Shoemaker can get going, and he buries a three already. 5 quick points for Shoemaker.
Raber quickly down the floor, draws another foul. He'll be back to the line for 2 shots. 27 points, 14 rebounds in the win over Coshocton last Saturday for the senior Blaine Raber.
Not a bad mix. Coshocton with a really nice season this year as well, so a little bit of an upset for Garaway with that win. But they're in a place that they're pretty comfortable with here at the Convo.
18 of the 27 points for Raber came in the second half, along with his 1,000th career point. Raber, a first-team all-district selection out of the East, the only returning starter from last season's team. Perfect trip to the line for the senior.
He's got all 4 points for the Pirates.
Montgomery now, 10-foot short-range jumper is good. Timeout Garaway.
It's going to be a 30. Just did a good job of getting in between and just knocking down that mid-range. 4 quick points for Miles Montgomery, and they're doing it so far. Now it's only the first 3 minutes and 17 seconds, but without Bennett Kaiser scoring, and usually it's 3 of them. It's not just 2, but when Kaiser gets going too, that's when this Minford team is very dangerous, and they're off to a really nice start so far.
And as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the first of 2 Division V Regional Semifinals here on the YouTube channel here tonight. Is Chesapeake and Martins Ferry set to tip off at 8 p.m. Of course, that is subject to changes. Last night we had an overtime period. The Maysville and New Lexington game got pushed back about 15 minutes. And both winners here tonight will square off this Sunday, a 4:30 tip. Right back here at the Convo for a trip to the Final Four. So out of the timeout for Garaway, they trail by 5 here in the first quarter to Minford. All 4 of the Pirates' first quarter points so far off the hands of Blaine Raber. Step back 3, Raber connects from downtown. 7 points already in the first quarter for Blaine Raber.
He did a good job measuring up Shoemaker. Shoemaker did a good job defensively on him there, but Raber is able to get just enough.
As Bronson Speedy will pick up the foul beyond the arc for the Pirates.
They've got some good names. This is a all-name team here with Garaway, with Bronson Speedy. You got Lofton Numbers, who hasn't made an appearance yet.
Kingman Bear as well.
Yeah.
9-7 Falcons. Here's Kaiser on the drive. Nice move and finish inside for the senior.
Yeah, good work by Kaiser. Looked like he may have gotten a little off his feet, but does a good job of controlling himself and finishing.
Speedy near side, now to Raber. Speedy puts it on the floor, driving on Shoemaker through traffic, can't finish. Offensive rebound for Troyer, rolls the putback up and in.
Good work there.
Montgomery quickly the other way, can't answer. Speedy the rebound for Garaway. Raber full head of steam down the floor, able to draw the foul.
That's 3 quick fouls on Minford, who doesn't play a whole lot of guys.
It'll be Miles Montgomery picking up the foul for the Falcons.
But Jackson Shoemaker nearly got one on the last possession. Was fortunate for the Falcons to not pick one up, but that's a foul now on Reeder, Montgomery, and Shoemaker.
Raber fires a three. This time can't connect. Curtis Glenn the rebound, but he lost it. Near side, it's out of bounds, and it'll be Minford basketball.
Yeah, pretty fortunate there for Glenn. I don't know why Speedy didn't go for it.
Montgomery low post. Cut off by Yoder. Back out beyond the arc now with Kaiser. Now Curtis Glenn fires but can't connect from downtown. Montgomery the offensive rebound for Minford. And a foul on Yoder at the top of the key.
On charge of number 11, Micah Yoder. It's his first personal foul. Second team
Yeah,
foul.
his first, only the second on the team so far.
Kaiser off the screen. That's a two-pointer, and it falls for Bennett Kaiser.
4 points now for Kaiser. That's where he's really tough, when he gets in that mid-range.
Into the corner, Yoder fires, but can't connect from downtown. Actually, Bennett Wallach on the shot attempt. Nonetheless, Curtis Glenn the rebound for Minford.
Yeah, good look. So unable to get it to fall. Good job by walling up there by Yoder.
Up with the left hand, Miles Montgomery able to finish. Garaway quickly the other way underneath. Brady Geibel off the glass for the deuce.
Yeah, good work there by Wallach. They threw it ahead, had numbers. Wallach draws the defender, and they get a layup out of it.
Montgomery now the other way through traffic, too strong off the glass. As Bronson Speedy touches it without reestablishing himself inbounds, so it'll be Minford basketball underneath. Glockner returning for the Falcons. And Jackson Garber onto the floor for the first time tonight for Garaway.
Replacing Bronson Speedy.
Kaiser puts it on the floor, 15-footer in and out. Offensive rebound for Reeder, he's blocked. Blaine Raber, a big-time deflection, but Bennett Kaiser's put back won't go. Now Reeder, another offensive rebound. He's up for the third effort, and it falls. Counted and one.
Good work by Ashton Reeder to just stay with it after being blocked.
His first, team third.
Speedy quickly back in for the Pirates.
And that's partially where
For Bennett Wallach.
they've been at a big advantage so far, had been the rebounding. But on that possession, Minford dominates the glass, and they get rewarded with a possible three-point play now.
Reeder unable to convert the three-point play. Brady Geibel the rebound for Garaway. Speedy down low through traffic, can't finish. Glockner brings it down for Minford. Glockner throws it off as Speedy and out of bounds. Minford basketball.
Yeah, good work there by Glockner to keep it alive after trying to take the charge.
Tanner Round to the game for the first time. Replacing Brady Geibel.
Montgomery to Kaiser from the free throw line. Kaiser's contested jumper won't go. Yoder the rebound for Garaway.
Ooh.
Raber now fires from three. This time can't connect. Montgomery the rebound for Minford. Into the half court now. Montgomery backs it out. Montgomery behind the back. Tough defense from Bronson Speedy on the closeout. Final 30 seconds of the opening quarter, 17-11 Minford. Kaiser Glenn fires a three, but can't connect. Raber the rebound into the half court for Garaway, down low. Jackson Garber has it taken away. Up the near side, 5 seconds to go. Kaiser fires and connects from downtown. Falcons lead 20-11 after one.
A gorgeous finish for Bennett Kaiser, getting the block, rebound, and then burying the triple.
Falcons lead by 9 after one. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Boys Regional Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to the Convocation Center here in Athens. It'll be Garaway basketball to begin the second quarter. Minford up by 9 after one. Wallach fires a three but can't connect. Kaiser to the rebound for the Falcons. Kaiser going all the way up with the right hand, drops it in. Wallach nearly back over the timeline. Here's Raber, 15-footer falls.
Yeah, they needed that. Been a long time since they had scored, so needed a shot there from their best player. Raber knocks down the mid-range.
Shoemaker fires another three but can't connect. Raber the rebound for Garaway. Now Wallach for three, off the mark. Montgomery the rebound for Minford. Montgomery down the lane through traffic. Block for Brady Geibel. Wallach way downtown, off the mark once again. Offensive rebound for Raber. Second effort won't go, but a foul.
And right now, Wallach putting up a ton of shots, unable to get anything to fall. So if he gets something to fall, I would think that's going to help Garaway at this point, because right now he's been their second leading shooter. He hasn't scored yet, but he's taken a lot of shots for him. But Raber's done a great job on the offensive glass so far. He's got 7 rebounds already. To go along with 9 points now.
2 for 2 on the trip for Blaine Raber. He's now tied his first half total of their last game, the win over Coshocton. Shoemaker to Kaiser, two-pointer off the glass, yes.
Still counts. I like the quick hitter.
Wallach on the drive, up with the left hand, in and out for the senior. Kaiser spins down the lane, off the glass, that's good.
13 now for Bennett Kaiser as he's really getting going. Scored the last 9.
Out the row, he fires. Low arcing shot off the mark. Kaiser the rebound.
6th rebound for Kaiser.
Montgomery hiding behind Shoemaker. Long three won't go. Speedy brings it in for Garaway.
I feel like Speedy should be doing some more ball handling stuff at this point.
And an offensive foul on Blaine Raber.
Player control foul charge number 5, Blaine Raber. That's his first, team first. Timeout, Minford.
Full timeout for Minford.
The full timeout.
We'll take it with him. You're watching Ohio High School Boys Regional Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Loan.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to the Convocation Center here at Ohio University. First time out this evening for the Falcons. They're up by 11 here in the first half.
Good work by Miles Montgomery to take that charge on the previous possession.
Shoemaker lobbed down low. Kaiser through contact finishes.
Really nice set play just to get Kaiser a layup. Nicely thrown by the center, Jackson Shoemaker.
Wallach long three off the mark. A lot of shots from beyond the arc for Wallach, just has not been able to connect here in the first half. As Kaiser a deuce on the other end.
And right now they don't know what to do with Bennett Kaiser at all either defensively.
Raber now up the near side for Garaway. Wallach now on the drive, hands it off. Brady Geibel inside, off the glass for the deuce.
Good work by Wallach, finally driving there. Geibel gets his second layup of the game. He's got 4.
$13-point lead now for Minford. Montgomery way downtown, won't go. Raber the rebound for Garaway.
8th board already.
Speedy now along the baseline, can't connect on the contested layup as Kaiser brings it in for Minford. Kaiser off the dribble, spinning inside, deflected by Speedy. Kaiser able to re-corral the basketball. Now Montgomery spinning inside, blocked by Yoder. Minford basketball underneath. As Jackson Garber returns for the Pirates. Cade Glockner back onto the floor for Minford.
For the Falcons.
Montgomery bounces it into Kaiser, 15-footer fading away, off the glass, won't go, but Kaiser the offensive rebound. Down low, Jackson Shoemaker. Pass to the outside, taken away by Garber. Garber ahead to Yoder, and a foul close to the midline on Cade Glockner. Just the second of the quarter against the Falcons. Chet Troyer back onto the floor for Garaway.
Only the second turnover for the Falcons.
Back on the floor for the Pirates.
Good work defensively, doubling down in the post there. Not a bad foul to give for Cade Glockner either.
Raber through the legs. Yoder can't connect from downtown. Nearly a highlight play here in the second quarter for the Garaway Pirates.
Yeah, you got to make that.
Now Glockner for three, can't connect. Montgomery, the offensive rebound, fouled while going up for the basketball. It'll be the junior Jackson Garber. Third of the quarter against Garaway. As Bennett Wallach returning for the Pirates. Ashton Reeder doing the same for Minford. Montgomery, a skip pass. Curtis Glenn along the baseline. Guarded by Garber. Outlet pass to the outside. Picked off by Speedy. As Glenn picks up the foul in transition for Minford.
Yeah, good work by Speedy, just jumping that route like he would do on Friday nights.
Curtis Glenn with that foul. His first, team third.
Garber now on the outside, penetrates. Over to Chet Troyer. Out to Yoder for three, off the mark. Kaiser brings it in for Minford. Kaiser off the dribble. Into the short corner, lost it, picked up by Wallach. Pass ahead to Garber. Spinning inside, Garber lost it, now Troyer with the basketball. Troyer out to Wallach. Fakes the three, now fires and connects from downtown. Bennett Wallach, his first three tonight.
Yeah, it's his first one. He's knocked down. He's now 1 for 9 from the field. He shot him with confidence. Finally, he knocks one down, though.
2 minutes.
Final 2 minutes of the first half. 30-20, Minford leading. Shoemaker puts it on the floor, driving on Troyer through traffic, can't finish. Ball deflected out of bounds, last touch by Ashton Reeder.
At this point, it seems like Garaway has just gone all in on being physical, and the calls aren't coming. So just keep being physical until it's going to be called. So right now, Minford still attacking, but only one free throw attempt so far. And it looks like they're getting a little frustrated as well, as they've started to build up some turnovers and some wild shots as well.
Final minute of the second quarter. 10-point lead for Minford. Garber straight on three, off the back iron. Montgomery corrals it for Minford. Reeder puts it on the floor, driving inside, and a foul against Garaway. It'll be Bennett Wallach. Third of the quarter against the Pirates.
I say that on the last possession. It looked like he did everything he could to get in front of him there, and is not rewarded.
Shoemaker fakes the three, puts it on the floor. Jackson Shoemaker, a drive and a basket.
Really nice dribble drive by Jackson Shoemaker to get to the hoop, get the lead back up to 12.
Wallach into the half court, lobs it to Garber. A nice play for the Pirates in transition. Lead back down to 10 for Minford. Final 5 of the second quarter. Montgomery, 15-footer on the move, is good for the senior. 12-point lead for the Falcons, headed into the break.
Your halftime score, Minford 34, Garaway 20.
I believe it's 34-22. It just hasn't been updated. Yeah.
So 34-22, Minford leading Garaway at the break. We'll step aside, back in about 3 minutes here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Now here's a little Wendy's menu hack for you. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, just tell them you want a hamburger. And then they'll give you one right off the grill. Made for you, not waiting on you. No code words required. Every single hamburger, every single time. Okay, so that's not really a menu hack. When it's made fresh every time, gotta be Wendy's.
We welcome you back to the Convocation Center here in Athens. 34-22, the Falcons leading at the break. Of course, the winner of this first Division V Regional Semifinal moving on to the Regional Final this Sunday at 4:30 p.m. tip. Right back here at the Convo, the winner of Minford and Garaway will have the winner of our nightcap tonight, Chesapeake and Martins Ferry. And, of course, that game will be able to be found live here on the YouTube page at Sosa, Ohio. So whether you're a fan of Garaway or Minford, whoever wins this first game, make sure to stick around to see who you'll have this Sunday in the Regional Final.
Yeah, that one should be a good game regardless. And, you know, at times this one's been pretty good as well, but it's been too many empty possessions, not really turnovers for either team, as each team only has 4, but the empty possessions, so many missed shots for Garaway in that first quarter and a few more in the second is why they're down 12 points right now, as really Minford has spread out their scoring a little bit. It's been, you know, mainly the main 3, but it's not been as top-heavy as we've seen at times. 17 points for Bennett Kaiser on 8 of 14 shooting, 9 rebounds in that first half. Had that big block gather and 3 to end the first quarter that made it a 9-point game after the first, and really elevated Minford to even more of a lead that they have right now. 8 points for Miles Montgomery on 4 of 10 shooting. He's got 6 rebounds and a couple of assists and 2 steals as well. 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting from Jackson Shoemaker, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and then 2 points from Ashton Reeder. Some good minutes out of Curtis Glenn and Kay Glockner as well.
Are you sure? Because on the scoreboard here it says Montgomery has 0.0 assists and 0 rebounds.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check.
Yeah, that's what I've got. So it's crazy because they were here so early. Like, they were here as we were setting up, but the scoreboard has not been updated. It's a beautiful scoreboard.
Also, apparently Wyatt Dyer is checked into the game tonight for Minford.
Yeah.
In the starting 5, actually. I will say one thing you said that caught my ear a little bit was that Garaway only has 4 turnovers. They had about 3 in the first 90 seconds,
yes.
So a much better back end of the first half for the Pirates in terms of just handling the basketball. And, you know, we talked a lot about Bennett Wallach, but there are some other guys as well taking shots with confidence, not knocking them down. We saw Wallach knock down his last one, so maybe the senior's able to get going a little bit, knocks down 2, 3, 4 of those shots in the second half, and we have, you know, maybe a 1-digit ball game here.
Yeah, and the one thing for Wallach is he's shooting at that end with the drop back too. So it makes it even more difficult to shoot, especially if you haven't done it here before. So a slow shooting night to start is not that big of a surprise. It's a little easier to shoot on the other end. So we'll see if he comes out shooting with confidence here in this next in just a little over 3 minutes. But for Garaway, Blaine Raber had 11 points, 8 rebounds to lead them. 4 points for Brady Geibel with 2 blocks as well. 2 points, 2 rebounds for Chet Troyer. 3 points for Bennett Wallach along with 3 assists. 2 points for Jackson Garber. I believe that's it. Tanner Rowe, Bronson Speedy, and Micah Yoder with some good minutes as well for the Pirates. But I wouldn't be surprised here in this second half to see them come out a little more confidence, a little easier shooting background. Not a lot easier because it's still a pretty deep drop compared to what you're going to play in most high schools. But as you mentioned, they had those 3 turnovers really early. And ultimately, because of those 3 turnovers, it seems like they adjusted to the pressure that Minford was bringing, and the pressure hasn't really affected them after that first 90 seconds. So for Garaway, they just got to come out here second half with a little bit of confidence, try to cut this lead down. You're down 12 right now. If you can get this thing down to 8 or less going into the fourth quarter, you have to feel like you've got a decent chance. We saw an 8-point comeback in the fourth quarter last night. It's definitely a doable thing. Just you have to make sure you're getting some stops in there. You don't let this lead get too far out of hand, because if it gets out of hand, that's when Montgomery and Kaiser can really get going downhill and make things ugly in a hurry. They've done it throughout the entire season, and it wouldn't be surprising me if they want to do that here tonight to try to get themselves, a little more comfortable going into that fourth quarter instead of having to battle to the last second.
And John, for Minford in the first half, primarily a lot of their points coming on the inside. If you're Garaway defensively, how do you counteract the dribble drive of Minford? We saw the trio of Shoemaker, Montgomery, and Kaiser all have successful dribble drives and open looks at the basket. So what does Garaway have to do to kind of counteract that without allowing a lot of open looks on the outside?
I like what they're doing with Reeder and Glockner's man. They're borderline playing almost a kind of two-man zone off of those guys, trying to make it to where they can cut off those dribble drives. So anything coming from the wings, they're doing a good job of. But the baseline and the top is where they're struggling to stop the dribble drive. So you got to make sure that you are able to keep the help side there and keep an eye on those drivers as they're trying to get downhill, because if they get downhill, then it's really tough to get stops on them. But if you can keep them on the wings, which is where they've done well, it makes things a little more difficult for Minford on the attack. So
it'll be Minford basketball to begin the third quarter. They currently lead Garaway 34-22 after the first pair of quarters here at the Convo. Trip to the Elite Eight on the line here tonight. They'll take on the winner of Chesapeake and Martins Ferry coming up a little later on here tonight. Second half underway. Shoemaker backing down Troyer. Now Ashton Reeder back to Kaiser. Kaiser inside with the right hand. Count it and one.
Beautiful play there by Bennett Kaiser. Getting all the way to the hoop, going across the lane, and finishing there in front of Speedy.
And after the play, Blaine Raber a bit slow to get up. Looks like he's holding the left ankle, so a lower body injury for Raber.
And that's not good for multiple reasons, but being their leading scorer as well. So hopefully it's just something short term and maybe just a little scare.
(36-22) here at the Convo. 7:44 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. On second thought, we will keep it here as Raber able to come to his feet. No pressure being put on the left ankle.
Yeah, so hopefully he's able to get it wrapped up pretty quickly and is able to get back on his feet. So, but yeah, Kaiser will step to the line for the first time tonight. The Falcons are only 0 for 1 at the free throw line.
So it'll be Jackson Garber onto the floor to replace Raber.
Bennett Kaiser at the strike, bonus.
He's got 19, looking for point number 20.
Kings are able to convert the three-point play, 37-22. Minford leading Garaway. As the Pirates for the time being now without their leading scorer, Blaine Raber. And Troyer's pass deflected. Montgomery on the run out for Minford. Up for the layup, banks it in.
10 now for Montgomery, his third steal. Second time he's converted it to points.
Wallach quickly the other way, up with the right hand, off the back iron, but rolls it in.
Good work by Wallach. He was working on the shot in the paint during the half. Does a nice job getting all the way there.
Montgomery now answers with the left hand. Fast-paced action here in the first minute of the third quarter. Speedy now on the drive with the right hand, counted and one. We've seen Speedy take some contested layups here tonight. Many of them way off the mark, but this time the senior able to bank it in and a chance for the three-point play for Bronson Speedy.
Yeah, he's a sturdy young man, so he goes in, draws the contact, and balances himself and is able to get it off the glass for his first points of the game.
Speedy unable to convert the three-point play.
10th rebound for Kaiser, double-double for him.
Backdoor lob, Kaiser inside, comes down with it and back up for the shot. So he draws the foul on the way up, right back to the line for Bennett Kaiser.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear it, but from the Garaway bench, the yell of lob was coming before that play. Identified very well by the coach.
And we saw that last year, but it was Jeffrey Pico on the other side. This time, not quite as successful as last year, although Kaiser able to knock down the first of the pair. Here with 6:32 to go in the third quarter.
Yoder returns, replacing.
Yoder back onto the floor for Garaway. He's checking in for Bronson Speedy, a split pair for Kaiser. Long offensive rebound for the Falcons. It's Bennett Kaiser now on the drive, up with the right hand. Can't get it to go, but a second effort for the senior is good.
Just bumping those rebounding numbers up. 23 points, 12 rebounds now for Bennett Kaiser.
Unconventional, but a three-point play for Kaiser. Timeout, Garaway. Their second tonight. It'll be a full timeout for head coach Terry Rowe, and the Pirates will take it with them. You're watching Ohio High School Boys Regional Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
We welcome you back to the Convocation Center here at Ohio University. Currently an 18-point lead for Minford, following the second timeout tonight for Garaway. Wallach puts it on the floor on the move. 15-footer won't go. Offensive rebound for Brady Geibel, but it's taken away by Jackson Shoemaker. Montgomery dribble drive, lost it, out of bounds. Garaway basketball.
First turnover of the second half for the Falcons. Only their 5th overall.
The Pirates still without leading scorer Blaine Raber. Hobbled back to the locker room in the first minute of the third quarter, has not yet returned to the bench. Wallach step back three, yes!
Yeah, with the confidence he shot with in the first half, I knew he was a good shooter just based off of that. He's looked pretty good so far here in the second half. He's got 8 points now for the senior point guard.
You mentioned Wallach struggling early on as Miles Montgomery inside counted in the foul. But John, what I was getting to with Bennett Wallach, struggled early on but has made his last 2 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah, looked a lot more comfortable after the half. 14 points now for Miles Montgomery, looking for number 15.
Montgomery unable to convert the three-point play, but an offensive rebound for Curtis Glenn. Kaiser spinning inside, fading away. Bennett Kaiser drops it in.
Not a lot you can do with that defensively. Great job going away from the double for the nice little turnaround layup.
Yoder up the far side, lost it. Curtis Glenn picks it up. But it looks like Glenn towed the sideline, so it'll be right back to Garaway.
Yeah, nearly a great play by Curtis Glenn, just couldn't stay in bounds. Good work, though, from the junior.
Tanner Rao returning for Garaway. Wallach double teamed into the half court with Garber. Garber inside through traffic, can't finish. Offensive rebound nearly brought in by Chet Troyer. Deflected out of bounds by Curtis Glenn, so it'll stay on this side with Garaway.
Good work by Troyer, battling for that one.
Lofton Numbers checking in for the Pirates. First time we have seen the junior tonight. Wallach corner three off the mark. Reeder brings it down for Minford. Kaiser down the lane with the left hand. Can't get it to go off the glass. Garber the rebound for Garaway. Garber to Yoder, corner 3 off the mark. Another rebound for Bennett Kaiser.
13 boards now for Kaiser.
The Convo scoreboard crew is just completely given up. Timeout, Minford. It'll be a 30-second timeout for the Falcons. Of course, tonight's contest is brought to you locally in part by Carver Chiropractic. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, call Carver Chiropractic in Minford, Ohio today at 740-935-0833 to get to the underlying cause of your problem and to get your life back. Once again, that is Carver Chiropractic in Minford, Ohio at 740-935-0833. 48 to 29, Minford leading Garaway right at or about 13 seconds prior to the halfway mark here in the third quarter.
Been a really impressive second half so far for Minford. Now the scoring is all coming from Montgomery and Kaiser, which is pretty similar to what happens a lot of the times with their games. And those two have been so good this year that at times you know that those are the two they're shooting, and it hasn't really mattered. 23-1, looking like they're on their way to the win number 24.
Montgomery double team, skip pass to the far side, intercepted by Tanner Rao. Now on the break, Brunson speedy off the glass for the deuce.
Yeah, good work on the break.
Numbers the assist.
As Blaine Raber is now returned to the bench. Left shoe off, wrapped with ice. Shoemaker spinning inside with the right hand, can't get it to go. Wallach the rebound for Garaway. Now Wallach trouble with the basketball, throws it into the half court, and it's picked up by Montgomery. Pass ahead, Shoemaker wide open on the other end, nearly smoked the layup, but able to bank it in. It's one of those times you don't expect to be that wide open. You don't practice that shot too often. As Montgomery deflects it out of bounds.
He did ball fake it last week in a similar situation, so at least he went up straight up that time. 9 points now for Jackson Shoemaker, who's played really well tonight.
Glockner back in for Minford. Wallach fakes the three on the drive through traffic. Bennett Wallach can't connect, but able to draw the foul. 2 free throws coming up for the senior.
And really, there's nothing that Jackson Shoemaker can do in that situation because he stays straight up. The player goes into him, and he gets called for it. Wallach having a chance to join Raber in double figures if he knocks down both of these.
And Wallach will have another.
Split pair at the line for Bennett Wallach. Deficit now at 18 for Garaway. Shoemaker back to Glockner, left side, 3 won't go. Wallach the rebound for Garaway.
Good look, though, from Glockner.
As Bennett Kaiser will pick up the foul.
They are going to need someone like a Glockner to just get some rolling confidence going into their next round, just in case they need a big one.
Speedy down the lane, cut off by Montgomery and throws it away. Kingman Bear checking in for the first time tonight for Garaway. As Jackson Garber returning for the Pirates as well. And an offensive foul, John. I believe against Curtis Glenn.
Yeah, you got to stay set on those screens. Must have moved a little bit, trying to make sure the screen was set. Fourth turnover here of the third quarter for Minford. Give them 8 for the game.
Garber down the lane through traffic, can't finish. Rebound for Glenn. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. 50-32, Minford leading Garaway. Here's Montgomery inside through traffic, can't finish. But a foul against Jackson Garber will send Montgomery to the line for 2.
Just that first step is so quick for Montgomery. He's able to get his defender on his heels, goes by, and that's how he draws that foul.
With 2, Miles Montgomery.
$15 now for Miles Montgomery.
It's Ty Borland onto the floor for the first time tonight for the Falcons.
For Jackson Shoemaker.
A name you want to keep an eye on in the Southeast District here in about a month.
Outstanding baseball player.
2 for 2 at the line on the trip for Montgomery. I believe a game-high 20-point lead now for the Falcons.
Yes.
Rao inside, blocked by Kaiser and deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Tanner Rao.
Good work there by Kaiser using that length. Even though the rim was used a little bit as an extra helper for Rao, the length of Kaiser didn't care about it at all and gets a block, his second.
Montgomery off the screen, swings it back. Curtis Glenn connects from downtown.
First 3 of the game for Glenn. That's the 4th assist for Miles Montgomery.
Rao, a skip pass deflected out of bounds. Nice hustle play by Cade Glockner. Brady Geibel returning for the Pirates, as is Lofton Numbers.
Back into the game. Also returning Lofton Numbers for the Pirates.
Speedy puts it on the floor, down the lane, lost it. Curtis Glenn on the takeaway, pass ahead. Cade Glockner tries to bounce it over to Montgomery, but Montgomery can't hang on and it trickles out of bounds. Garaway basketball.
It's a little too tight in there, although it looks like Curtis Glenn is a little hobbled.
For Curtis Glenn.
So Glenn will check out. So Ashton Reeder returns for Minford. Ashton Reeder now deflects it, throws it back into play. Caught by Garber and thrown back into play once again. As Garaway retains possession, but not for long as Montgomery strips Bronson Speedy. Now Montgomery pass ahead, taken away by Lofton Numbers. Now Numbers trips and falls. Loose basketball picked up by Ty Borland. Now Montgomery, long 3 off the backboard, won't go, but Montgomery is fouled.
And then just got kicked in the head. Like, you have to be, there has to be some way of being cognizant of that.
So regardless, a shooting foul against Garaway, so 3 shots guaranteed for Minford. So Bronson Speedy looks like he'll pick up the shooting foul. Then after the play, a technical. Looked like Kingman Bear.
Additional foul charge to Bronson Speedy. That's his fourth, team fifth.
Fourth foul against Bronson Speedy.
Montgomery will shoot 3 shots.
So 3 shots for Montgomery and then 2 additional ones
Assessed a technical foul.
for the Falcons as Kingman Bear picks up the technical after the play.
Yeah, you can't just someone's laying on the ground, you can't just walk into them.
So it'll be presumably 5 straight free throws for Miles Montgomery.
I would say unless he would have missed the first 3, probably.
Not too often you see 5 consecutive free throws.
No, not.
It's about the only time it can happen,
Yeah.
a foul on a 3 and a technical following right after. Montgomery 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. The lead is extended to 28 here in the waning seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, it was starting to get out of hand anyway, but then that just really kind of put the nail.
5-point play and potentially
8.
7 or 8,
Yeah.
depending on what the Falcons do with this possession. 12.3 to go in the third. Glockner into Montgomery. Montgomery to Shoemaker, right corner feed, down low to Kaiser, deflected out of bounds, but last touched by Bennett Kaiser. It's a Garaway basketball, 5.5 seconds to go in the third. It's Terry Rao going to the bench. Bennett Wallach returning.
In substitution for Brady Geibel.
Garber into Yoder. Yoder crosses over, lost it, now fading away, can't connect. 60-32 after 3, Minford. We'll take a break. You're watching Ohio High School Boys Regional Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to the Convocation Center here in Athens. Minford leading Garaway 60-32 after 3. So the Pirates have been without leading scorer Blaine Raber for more or less the entirety of the second half so far. It does not look like he will return.
Yeah, it was the first minute of the third quarter, unfortunately.
Now Kaiser on the takeaway. Kaiser on the break, up with the right hand, finishes.
27 now for Kaiser to go along with 13 rebounds.
Now Chet Troyer out to Wallach, corner 3, can't connect. Long rebound picked up by Micah Yoder. Yoder now, a right-handed runner, won't go. Thrown back into play by Yoder and corralled by Ashton Reeder.
Good effort, though, by Yoder. Also 13 points for Miles Montgomery in that third quarter. He's now up to 21.
First foul of the quarter, Bennett Wallach.
First of the quarter.
I'd love to tell you the number for him total, but once again, Scoreboard not being utilized to its full potential here at the Convo this afternoon. Shoemaker inside through traffic, can't connect. Brought in by Troyer, thrown ahead. Brady Geibel up for the layup, can't roll it in. Long rebound for Bennett Kaiser, thrown back into play, nearly corralled by Wallach. Instead, it's Ashton Reeder. Kaiser to Ty Borland, bounces it over to Reeder, who finishes.
Good work there, good ball movement. Reeder now with 4.
Right side, Micah Yoder can't connect from downtown. Shoemaker the rebound for Minford. Reeder down the lane. Blocked by Bronson Speedy. Rebound for Wallach. Speedy now, nice pass to Geibel, who just wasn't ready for it. Nonetheless, deflected out of bounds by Kaiser. As Cade Glockner and Colt Donahoe will check in for the Falcons.
Also returning, Cade Glockner for Miles Montgomery and Jackson Shoemaker. And Bennett Kaiser.
I'm guessing that's going to be it for Kaiser and Shoemaker. Or, correction, Montgomery.
Wallach's contested 3 won't go. Reeder the rebound. Shoemaker off the screen, 15-footer in and out for the senior. Donahoe the offensive rebound.
Good work by the freshman.
Borland along the baseline, up with the left hand, off the glass, won't go. Speedy brings it in for Garaway. Speedy back to Wallach, way downtown, off the mark. Troyer the offensive rebound and a foul on Ty Borland.
Troyer's done a nice job rebounding so far tonight.
Is Wallach a bit slow to get up at half court, eventually able to do so. But he'll check out. Mark Napier and Ethan Cordell checking in for Minford. 4 new subs for the Pirates. We'll work on getting those to you. So it looks like Tanner Rao, Lofton Numbers, Kingman Bear, and Jackson Garber. First 2 points tonight for Kingman Bear. Rather, Tanner Rao on the finish. Donahoe back to Borland, straight on 3, can't connect. Garaway basketball.
Good effort by Donahoe.
Numbers fires and connects from downtown. Lofton Numbers, his first 3 points tonight.
Good looking shot from the wing for Numbers.
And Numbers, one of those guys for the Pirates that will be back next season. Glockner penetrates inside, lost it out of bounds. Garaway basketball.
Tell you what, for next year, Ty Borland's going to have to get set on some of these screens because he is setting some nasty screens at the top.
Bear out of the corner, drives up with the left hand, counted in, 1 for the junior, Kingman Bear.
Kingman Bear with the basket.
Good size and strength there by Bear, just driving across the lane with the lay-in.
Cole Donnie with the foul. That's his first, team second.
We alluded to it earlier on. Now Wyatt Dyer has checked in for Minford. Geno Smith just got traded to the Raiders.
Uh-oh.
Shakeups on the West Coast as Kingman Bear converts the three-point play. Napier on the drive out to Cordell near side, back to Borland. 64-40, Minford leading Garaway. Now Donahoe drives up with the right hand, can't connect, but Donahoe the offensive rebound blocked by Bear. Long rebound for Borland. Now Borland's pass taken away. Lofton Numbers on the run out, fakes up for the layup, banks it in.
Quick 5 for Lofton Numbers.
Steal drive and a basket for the junior Lofton Numbers. Dyer skip pass, Cordell near side, can't connect from three. Donahoe the offensive rebound. Borland now lost it, picked up by Jackson Garber. Garber over to Yoder, down low. Yoder up for the layup, won't go, but an offensive rebound for Garber. Garber penetrates, two-pointer on the way, won't go. Offensive rebound for Rao, his putback is off the mark. Falcons finally able to corral it with Ethan Cordell along the far sideline. And Napier a double dribble. Right back to the Pirates. Buck 43 to go here in the fourth.
I think you're going to get stung by one of those rollouts here, like we got the other night.
Along with Tate Johnson.
Maddox Porter and Tate Johnson checking in for Minford.
Johnson, one of those starters from the state soccer team, along with Borland, Napier, Montgomery, obviously, Glockner, Reeder. Pretty good year in sports for Minford.
Rao on the drive, tough finish, rather Micah Yoder. And a timeout for Garaway.
It's going to be a 30. Yeah, just going back to Minford, you have the girls team make the Final Four in soccer. The girls basketball team makes it to the Elite Eight in basketball. The boys team looks like they're going to make the Elite Eight in basketball after making the state championship game in soccer. Final Four in baseball. Pretty good school year.
Wiley Numbers, Clayton Miller, Corey Troyer. It's a long three on the way, won't go for Tate Johnson. Offensive rebound and putback for Wyatt Dyer is good.
Good work there by Dyer using his size.
Wyatt Reifenschneider checking in for the Pirates. It's once again 5 fresh jerseys onto the floor for Garaway. Final 60 seconds here in the regional semi. Porter on the drive with the left hand, can't finish through traffic. Rebound for Schwartzentruber. Up with the right hand, shot won't go, but an offensive rebound for Garaway. Long three off the front iron, rebound Cordell. $66-44 will be the final here this evening at the Convo. For the first time in 30 years, the Falcons return to the regional final.
An outstanding effort for Minford, and unfortunate for Garaway because you lose Blaine Raber early in the second. You know, he's going to finish with 11 points, 8 rebounds. But an outstanding career for him. Just sad to see him go out and the way he did.
66-44 the final. Stick around, Chesapeake and Martins Ferry coming up at the 8 o'clock hour to wrap up the Division V Regional Semi doubleheader here this afternoon at the Convo. We'll take a quick break. Stick around for the postgame show here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Now here's a little Wendy's menu hack for you. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, just tell them you want a hamburger. And then they'll give you one right off the grill. Made for you, not waiting on you. No code words required. Every single hamburger, every single time. Okay, so that's not really a menu hack. When it's made fresh every time, gotta be Wendy's.
We welcome you back to the Convocation Center. Minford a 66-44 win over Garaway. They'll advance to the regional final this Sunday, a 4:30 p.m. tip back here at the Convo. They'll have the winner of the next contest coming up here tonight between Martins Ferry and Chesapeake. That can also be found here on the YouTube channel at Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health. John and Carson Francis will have that one tip off there 8 p.m. So just slide over to that live stream. That'll probably go live about 30 minutes before the game time. So should be another good one here at the Convo.
Yeah, it should be a fun one for sure. And that one, as we mentioned in the pregame, a lot of purple in that contest.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the scoreboard.
It is going to be very purple. Yeah, have fun with that. I'm not doing it because you know how bad I screw that thing up. So, yeah, so fun game overall. It was pretty much all Minford, especially when Raber went out with the injury in the third quarter, but very impressive display by the Minford Falcons tonight as they will march on to the Elite Eight and have one more to get rid of all the demons from the Convo of the last 2 years. Done a pretty good job of it so far, but one more to go before they can ostracize all of them. Moving on to the Elite, or the Final Four is what they're hoping for. So,
and the Final Four, that'll probably be at like Westfall or something, right? Is that where they play those now? Or maybe like, I don't know.
Something like that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
play them at Ironton St. Joe, maybe.
Yeah. Somewhere not very big.
Somewhere that seats 250 people, maybe.
Yeah. Now they did move. They did move tomorrow's Portsmouth versus Fairland game here to the Convo.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
Large crowd anticipated for both of those teams.
Yeah. So, but for Minford, they'll move on to Sunday for the regional championship game. We'll have someone here.
I believe it'll be me and Shane.
Yeah,
for
I think
that one.
it'll be Dewey and Shane Combs, which will be a nice to get Shane over here back to the good side. So for Minford, they were led and scored by Bennett Kaiser, 27 points. Also had 14 rebounds, 21 points for Miles Montgomery, including a 5-for-5 stretch at the free throw line in the third quarter with about 12 seconds left there. He had a really nice overall game, 4 steals, 4 assists as well. 9 points for Jackson Shoemaker. Trying to make sure I get to all of these points. 4 points for Ashton Reeder, 3 for Curtis Glenn, 2 for Wyatt Dyer. I think that may have been it. I had a lot of different guys play as well for Minford. 66-44 victors. For Garaway, they were led by Blaine Raber with 9 points, 8 rebounds. As we mentioned multiple times, he left with an injury and was unable to continue. But a nice first half for him when he was able to stay on the court. 9 points for Bennett Wallach to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. 5 points for Lofton Numbers. 4 points for Bronson Speedy. 4 points for Brady Giebel. 3 points for Kingman Bear. 2 points for Micah Yoder. 2 points for Jackson Garber. 2 points for Tanner Rowell. 2 points and 5 rebounds for Chet Troyer. And that'll be it. It's as you mentioned, some really good names as well for Garaway.
Yeah, some of the other guys that didn't get, we mentioned both Wiley and Lofton Numbers. Henry Schwartzentruber, Wyatt Reifenschneider, Kingman Bear, Jackson Garber. Some outstanding names, and a lot of those guys coming back next year.
Yeah, they it's a really good program. They're really well coached. Tonight wasn't their night, but don't worry. You will see the Garaway Pirates back here at the Convo again in the coming years.
That'll wrap it up for our coverage here for the first game. Like we said, Chesapeake and Martins Ferry coming up here at the 8 o'clock hour. Also, wanted to mention this first game was brought to you locally in part by Carver Chiropractic. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, give Carver Chiropractic a call in Minford, Ohio at 740-935-0833 to get to the underlying cause of your problem and to get your life back. Once again, Carver Chiropractic in Minford, Ohio, 740-935-0833.
And thank you to all of our sponsors, especially Carver Chiropractic, to jump in here and help us out tonight when we needed it. A little extra help because, once you get deeper in the tournament, it gets a little pricey. But we enjoy being out here and being able to cover these local teams as well. So hopefully, we can get a second win here for Chesapeake, and we can get a all local regional final on Sunday. But make sure you check out, Eastern Pike will be playing in a regional final on Friday night, as will South Webster and Notre Dame will be playing here. South Webster on their Bloom Vernon local stream will have it on YouTube as well. Check out Malachi, our Malachi that called a couple games for us over at Shawnee State will be on there calling it as well. So make sure you check them out as well. They always do a really good job when we can't be there as well. So the girls' game tomorrow night, it'll be on Spectrum. Shut up! I'm trying to spread the wealth here. Portsmouth and Fairland, and for the third time, we'll be matching up here at the Convo. So check it out.
Alrighty, game one in the books here tonight is 66-44 win for the Falcons, back to the regional final for the first time since 1995. For Kenneth A. and John Bruce, I'm Dewey Daly saying so long from the Convocation Center here at Ohio University. You've been watching Ohio High School Boys Regional Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.